This conference will now be recorded.
Anand, is it audible with you?
Yes, Sai.
Right. Right, I'm starting the session. 3 more members are going to be joining in within 5 minutes.
Okay.
If you're not getting the voice, just inform me.
Sure. Yeah.
Are you getting my screen?
Yeah, I'm able
Screen
to see the
visibility.
screen. Yes.
Sure.
Fine.
Applications with Java. What is the basic things we require? We wanted to concentrate. Try to observe us. To develop the application. In Java, first we generally writing the code is look like this one. Generally, we write the code is look like this one. This line of this type of coding. This is our first application. This is our first application. Just this line of code is said to be comment line. This line of code is said to be comment line. So writing of comment lines mandatory or optional. As a education level, as a college level, writing of comment lines are optional. As a real-time developer, it is mandatory to write the comment lines. You wanted to write the programming, now to give some instruction. Suppose I am writing the code part also. Suppose I written class test. Class test. This is a program. If you don't wanted to execute this program, you wanted to make it as a comment. Comment line is not treated as a Java code. It provides some description purpose. Sir, what is the need to provide a description, sir? Why? Because in development, not only single programmer is going to be working. In development, multiple programmers are going to be working. In development, multiple programmers are going to be working. So while we working with multiple developers, programmer one writing some code, whatever the code written by programmer one, that must understandable by programmer 2, programmer 3, programmer n number of programmer wanted to build communication between the multiple programmers recommended to work with comment. Comment lines provides some description about the program. Whatever the information, even though you Java code you written under comment line also, not treated as a Java code. Use it to build communication purpose. There are 3 types of comment lines are provided by Java programming. Number 1, single line, only one line of description. More than one line description you wanted to provide. N number of lines of code I wanted to write. Several descriptions I wanted to write. Multiple lines I wanted. Start with slash, slash with star. This is not treated as a Java code, only for description. This is also only for description. Similarly, so there is a one more type. This is called as a single line comment. This is called as a multi-line comment. Apart from these two, Java supported one more type is also called as document type. One more type is also supported by Java side, that is called as a document type. Observe, almost single multi-line and document type, same only, multiple lines of description. Here I provided slash with star, slash with double star. You have a doubt, sir, when you have to use which one? When recommended to use multi-line, when recommended to use document type comment. So suppose you wanted to give some instructions, provide instructions between developer to another developer. Wanted to give the instruction between one developer to another developer. It is recommended to use multi-line comment. It is recommended to use multi-line comment. Suppose you wanted to build a communication between programmer to end user, developer to end user. Recommended to take which type of comments? Document type comments. Single line, only one line of description. Multi-line, developer to developer communication. Document type, developer to end user communication purpose we are going to use. After writing this line of code, first line, recommended to give some description in your program. After writing this line of code, first line, I wanted to write, this is our first application. This is our first application. We are going to write. After that one, second line of code. After writing this line of code, second line of code, what is recommended? Sometimes I may write package name, com dot, right, TCS dot, POA, Bank of America. Look like this one. So this is called as a package. This is called as user-defined package. Now I wanted to concentrate. First line, description is recommended based on your requirement, either single line or multi-line or documented. Second line, token number 2, writing of package. Writing of package. You have a doubt. What is a package? Package is a collection of classes and interfaces. Package is a collection of classes and interfaces. So in this package, these classes and interfaces contains n number of, these classes and interfaces contains n number of built-in methods. This contains n number of built-in methods are there. So we can use those built-in methods. Already existing classes. While you installing with Java, n number of built-in classes and interfaces are come to existence. In those classes and interfaces, n number of existing methods, we can use them. Similarly, you also create your own method. In those methods, accessibility also possible. While you're writing the coding, first line, recommended to create your own package, user-defined package. Similarly, if you wanted to use built-in packages, wanted to create your own package, you use this technique. You wanted to use existing package, we use this import java.lang.stuff. Java.lang.stuff. So first line of code, description about the program. Next line of code, packages. Package is a collection of classes and interfaces. Those are collection of methods which can perform some action. So this is called as line number 2, called as a user-defined package. This is a predefined package accessible. Lang is a already existing package with Java, we can use it. So if you wanted to create your own package, you will apply this thing. After that line of code, next line of code, what is recommended to use? First line, recommended to write the description, comment lines. Second line, recommended to write packages. Third line, Java is object oriented. Everything we have to present as a class. Writing of class. Writing of class. Next line of code, recommended to use class concept. What is a class? class is a blueprint of objects. Here, a number of students are there, furnitures are there, n number of things are there. Class is a blueprint of objects. So suppose person is there, every person having the age is there, name is there, gender is there, some common characteristics are there. What is the class? How to work with this class? What is the syntax we require to write the class? Class name. If you wanted to create the class, you must apply class name. Inside the class, what is there? Data part. Data part is available as well as method part. Class contains class name, data part, method part. So what is supported here? We wanted to concentrate inside the class. What we can write also how to work with the class concept. For example, class EMP class I am going to take. Employee class. There is some naming rules are recommended to create the class. What is the rule? Suppose you wanted to create the class. There is one rule you must follow. Class, it is recommended to begin class name with uppercase letter. It is recommended to begin class name with uppercase letter. Suppose I am writing the class name as a EMP. Started EMP. Class EMP. This is recommended E capital. Class, one more class name I am trying to writing. Class EMP info. EMP details info. Some name. Other one thing, here I taken E as a uppercase, D as a uppercase, I as a uppercase, D as a uppercase, I as a uppercase. Recommended to begin class name with uppercase. If class name contains more than one word, each and every word is capital. So E capital recommended, D capital recommended. Similarly, I wanted to concentrate which is valid, invalid things. Class, trying to write in test dot demo. This is invalid. It does not permit the special characters. This is valid one. This is valid one. So try to give it look like this one. Class. So it is allowed. Which is allowed? Underscore is allowed. Inside the class name, underscore is allowed. Recommended to begin with uppercase. It does not permit the special characters. Suppose you try to writing this one. Class EMP @ details you try to write, that is invalid. Hash you writing, that is invalid. So it's begin with uppercase. Each and every word is capitalized. Starting letter is capitalized. Allowed, underscore is allowed. Dollar is allowed. EMP dollar details dollar is going to be supported. There is some rules are there, naming rules are there. We're going to discuss. Now I wanted to concentrate. If you wanted to write the class name, you must follow some rules. Class name. Try to writing one class EMP employee class I wanted to write. Inside the employee, I wanted to get the details of employee. Inside the employee, sometimes I wanted int EMP ID. Int EID or EMP ID, employee ID. So int is set to be data type. Which type of data you want to store? So generally there are different types of data types are supported by Java. While you writing the coding, you must know what are the data types are supported by Java. So here there are two types of data types. Any programming languages majorly contains two types of data types. Programming language data types are categorized as two types. One is predefined or primitive. Predefined or primitive. Suppose I wanted to take the employee ID, I taken as an int. Apart from int, I wanted to take the employee name. What is recommended to take? Predefined data types are there. User defined data types are there. The predefined again categorized as when you wanted to work with data type specifications, Java data types are categorized as two types. One is primitive data type or predefined data type. Second one is user defined data type. These primitive data types are again categorized as four types. Primitive data types are again categorized as four types. What are the four types we wanted to consider? So one is integer type. Integer type. Second one is double type. Third one is integer type is there, double type is there, character type. Another one is Boolean type of data. Primitive types are four types. So based on the requirement, you can declare which type of data specification. Suppose you wanted to take the employee ID, integer type of data. Employee working status, true or false you wanted to present. Recommended to use Boolean type of data. This one also, this integer is also again categorized as two more types, four more types. They are first one, byte. Very less data you wanted to present, byte. Short data type. Next, int data type. Next, long data. Int data type, long data type. We're going to discuss about what is the data types, how to work with this one. We wanted to concentrate. So before that one, while you're writing the code, you wanted to concentrate class name. First line of code recommended to describe about the program, description about the program. Second line of code, you have to give the user defined package. You require built-in package. Next, you wanted to write the class employee class. Inside the employee, every employee having the ID is there. Int EID, string name. Int EID, string name. Every employee having the ID is there, name is there. Similarly, salary is there, double salary, different types of data you can present it. This is called as a variables. Int is called as a data type. This ID is called as a variable. Variables are going to be allows modifications. Variables are going to be allows modifications. Suppose int employee ID taken one working. Suppose you wanted to do its modification, EID plus plus or multiplication or something, some modification. It's going to be ID is a variable. Variables are going to be store some data. Variables are going to be store some data which allows modifications. Which allows modifications at runtime or whatever the requirement is there. Modifications are allowed by variables. While you working with variables, which allows modifications. Without modifications, what is recommended? This part is said to be variable part. Variables are going to be allowed. Data type specification is required. Variable type is required. Apart from that one, suppose I wanted to take one thing is fixed. Final int. I wanted to present one field is fixed for that one. Registration fee. Final int registration fee. I'm taking this as 100 as a registration fee. Observe here, this is EID is allows modifications. You wanted to write any part of the code, this is allowed, this is supported. But you try to write this line of code. This line of code is called as a constant, not supported. This line of code is going to be supported. This line of code is not going to be supported because EID is set to be variable. Variables are going to be allowed modification. Constant. This is registration fee is a constant which does not support modification. Line of code is not supported. This line of code is going to be supported. While you working with programming, you have to use sometimes variables, sometimes constants. Constant is a fixed value, not allowed modification. Variables are going to be allowed modifications. So where we have to use which one? In further, I will going to discuss one by one. First what is the thing this you have to consider? Try to observe here. Class employee I am going to write it. Employee, every employee point of view I am writing class employee. Here I wanted to take one thing. Int EMP ID. That's called as a variable. Static, sometimes we write static int department number. Some department number I wanted to initialize as a 25. This is called as a instance variable. This is called as a static variable. What is the difference between instant and static? We are going to discuss in further program. Apart from that one, we have to use sometimes int registration fee. Uppercase letters I am going to write. There is a rule you have to follow. If it is a constant, recommended to write with uppercase letter. This line of code is said to be, this is said to be instance variable. Coding we uses sometimes instance variables. This is said to be static variable. Static variable. This line of code is said to be constant. Constant, instance variable, static variable, constant. This total part is said to be data. Class, class name, class contains data part is there. I said class, class name, class contains data part is there, method part is. So what is the method you wanted to call? Method, which is similar to functions concept in C language. Method is similar to functions concept in C language. Method is a subprogram or part of the program. Method is a subprogram or part of the program which is going to performing some action. Method is a subprogram or part of the program which is performing some action. For example, entire life is a program. In that one, birthday is a part. In the birthday party, what we doing? Performing some cake cutting, some action we are going to do. Entire life is a program. Birthday party is a one part. In that one, we are going to performing some action. Similarly, here also, method is a subprogram. So observe, my employee class is started somewhere, ending with something. This is my class. Entire program started somewhere, ending with somewhere. In this one, I am going to writing one functionality. I am going to writing one functionality or method, void print method or display method. Print method or display method. Observe once here I wanted to write some logic. Inside of that method, I have to write some action or some logic. Whole program, entire program is a total code of program. In this one, this is a one part. This is a method. While we writing the Java programming, we have to concentrate data part. This part is said to be data part. This part is said to be method part. So which type of methods are supported by Java? Which types of methods are supported by Java? Try to observe once. It's saying instance variable, static variable, constant. Apart from that one, sometimes I may write look like this. EMP. What is my class name? My class name is employee. My method name is also employee. This is called as constructor. This is called as constructors. This is called as instance method. This part of logic is going to be set as a instance method. Class supported data part. From here you find whatever we writing, that is called as a constructor method. Sometimes I may write static void emp info method name, emp info method name. This is called as a static method. This is called as a static method. Instance methods are there. Static methods are there. Similarly, it supports. Sometimes I will write look like this. Static open brackets. Nothing we mentioning. Open brackets and close brackets. Some statements we are going to write. This part is said to be static block. This part is said to be static block. This is said to be constructor. This is said to be method, instance method, static method, static block. Similarly, sometimes inside the bracket part, some logic I am going to write. Inside the bracket part, one or more statement I am going to write. What is that line, sir? That is said to be instance block. It is said to be instance block. Observe here, this is said to be constructor. This part of code, display method, said to be instance method. This is said to be static method. While we writing the code, we have to use static method in further programming. This is said to be static block. Static block. This part of information is said to be. This part of information is said to be instance block. Static blocks are there. Instance blocks are there. Multiple things we are going to write. So here it's going to be supported. Java. While you're writing the coding, what is the things we have to consider? Instance variables. In further coding, we have to discuss static variables, constants, constructors, instance methods, static blocks, as well as instance blocks. This whole part is said to be method part. This part is said to be data part. Up to this part is considered as a data part. This part is said to be method part. While we're writing the Java coding, we have to consider all these things. This whole part is said to be method. So I wanted to concentrate one by one. When we have to recommend it with instance variables, static variables, instance methods, static methods. So what is the need of those things one by one? Called as a constructor, method, instance method, static method, static block, instance. One by one, I will go to explain about this one. First, I wanted to concentrate on variables. What is a variable? Any issues? Is it audible you? Any problems are getting? Anand and Sandeep, respond me.
No, Sai.
Sandeep, is it fine with you? Sandeep, are you available?
Sai, we are using the class with the capital letter, right? Hello?
E capital letter, D
Yeah,
capital
why?
letter, more than one word to
Okay.
begin with capital letter.
Any specific reason for that?
Right? So there is some rules and regulations are there for Java thing. While we're discussing about naming conventions, how to recommend it to write the naming rules of Java, we are going to discuss.
Okay.
Try to observe. First line of code recommended to write this one. Description, packages, next class. Here we wanted to say this is called as a variable. What is variable? How to declare the variables? We have to discuss. Variables are used to store some data. Suppose you're writing the code is look like this one. Int x is equals to 90. Int x is equals to 90. 90 is a value. 90 is a value. X is a variable. X is a variable which allows modifications. If you try to write the code is look like this one. X or x minus. You try to write this line of code, that is going to be some allowed modification. Suppose you wanted to take some values as a fixed. For example, employee ID is fixed. To change your salary. Salary you wanted to take it as a variable. ID is a fixed one. You cannot change. In that case, you have to don't take it as a variable. Take it as a constant. Based on the things you have to write the fields. Try to observe once. Try to executing this one. So what is a some? I am trying to write some variable names. Just when we reaching the error, when there is no error. int I am trying to write laptop. Int laptop. I am trying to writing look like this. Similarly, I am trying to writing int one laptop. Int one laptop I am trying to write. Similarly, I am trying to writing int laptop. I am trying to write int underscore laptop. Similarly, I am trying to writing some variable declaration, which is valid one, which is invalid one. I wanted to call dollars. See once here, write the code in my program. If I write this type of code in my programming, which is valid, which is invalid, right? Valid. It may not raises any error. This is raises the error. It is invalid. This is also invalid. Raises the error in the program. This is a valid. This is a valid. There is some naming rules for the variable. Rule number 1. What is the rule number 1? Try to answer. Recommended to. Recommended. There is a rule number. If you wanted to valid and invalid scenario, if you wanted to declare the variables, you wanted to follow some rule. Rule number 1. What is the rule number 1? So we can declare variable name starts with, begins with either alphabet. Either alphabet. Starts with alphabet underscore or dollar symbol. Variable name begin with either alphabet or underscore or dollar symbol is supported. So in C language, this is not going to be supported. But while we working with Java, this is going to be supported. One small code I am trying to writing. I am writing this line of code over there, which is raises error, which is does not raises error. This is a types of different types of variables I am declaring, which raises error, which may not raises error. Try to launch this Eclipse based. Otherwise, small code I will go to write to notepad also. Java. Test is a program. Test is a program. Just declaring these things. Just declaring these things with my program. Try to save this program with the name of test.java. Desktop location. I'm saving this one. I created one folder structure for Java online. Test.java. Try to observe. Here I saved that program. Test.java. Try to compile. This is a code written in my program. Try to compiling. Command prompt open it. Java C test.java. See once how many lines of code getting the errors, which is valid, which is invalid, which raises the errors. Compile this code. See line number 6 getting the error. Line number 7 getting the error. Right, rectify. Line number 6. This is a invalid. Due to that reason, you have not followed the rules. Due to that reason, rising the error. Similarly, line number 7 also rising the error. Other ones. Similarly, try to recompile this one. Now everything is fine. There is no issue with the program. No errors are going to be raised. Everything is fine. No errors are going to be raised. Try to writing the variables. There is a rule. What is the rule? Rule number 1. What is the rule number 1? Begins with class name. Variable name begin with either alphabet or underscore or which symbol? Dollar symbol. But it does not support begin with digit or special character. You cannot write dot laptop. You cannot write any special characters. May not begin with special character except dollar. Dollar is going to be supported. Remaining are not going to be supported. Similarly, it will be concentrated on first of variable only. I want to write the multiple characters. I wanted to write the multiple characters. What is the thing is recommended? Try to answer. characters. Remaining characters in variable name. Try to write it. Remaining laptop underscore save. Laptop @ save. Trying to write it. @save. Similarly, trying to writing laptop 123 save. Digits I am going to take. Similarly, I am going to taking laptop 123 digits. Similarly, laptop dollar save. Observe here. These are the things I am going to write. These are the things I am going to writing. Travel to observe which is valid, which is previously these 2 lines of code is not supported. Presently, I am going to writing some more lines. Previously, we concentrated on first character. Remaining character point of view, I wanted to concentrate. Try to observe which is valid, which is invalid in this case. This is valid. This is valid one. So, remaining characters in variable name support alphabets underscore, but it does not support the special character. Digits are going to be supported, alphabets are going to be supported, underscore is going to be supported, but dollar is supported, but remaining special characters are not going to be supported. In this line, try to observe laptop 123 save. Laptop 123 save. Try to observe once which is valid one, which is invalid one. I wanted to concentrate in this lines of code. This is invalid, this is invalid. Remaining things. Save it once and compile it. Which line raising the error? So @save is not going to be supported. Remaining all are going to be supported. @ digits are going to be allowed. Alphabets are going to be allowed. Special characters except dollar, no other special character. Somebody interested to laptop dot 123 without dot is going to be supported. Laptop dot 123 some declarations. Other one that is also invalid. Which is valid, which is invalid, I am going to concentrate. Wanted to declare the variables. There is a rule number 1. Starts with either underscore or alphabet or this or dollar symbol. Does not support it with special characters or digits. Remaining characters. Alphabets are allowed, digits are allowed, but special characters are not allowed in this one. Next, I wanted to concentrate one more point. I am trying to writing int else. One more time I am going to writing 2 times I am going to writing the else, but the one change I am doing. Line number 15 else lowercase letter. Line number 16 else uppercase letter. Lowercase letter I am going to writing. Uppercase letter I am going to write. Subject. This is one which is valid, which is invalid. When raising the error, there is no error. Line number 15 rising the error. Line number 16 may not rising. 2 times I written the else only. Lowercase else is a reserved word. Keywords are, what is a keyword? Keyword is a word which meaning is already. Keyword is a word which meaning is already defined. No need to you again define it. But observe here, else is a uppercase, not a keyword. Uppercase is a not a keyword. Lowercase is a keyword. If you try to give the one more as a data variable type, not. This is the rules while you working with variables. You wanted to declare the variables, you have to follow. But once again, I am going to brush up the thing. What we have to do that one. Rule number 1. Variable name starts with either alphabet or underscore or dollar. May not begin with digit or special character. May not begin with digit or special character. Up to this one. Now, this part you observe here. Remaining characters in variable name, either alphabet or digit or underscore or dollar symbol, but does not support special characters. is valid, invalid. This is also invalid. Last part, keywords or reserved words are not considered as a variable. Reserved words are not considered as a variable name. Now try to observe till whatever we declare, those are said to be variables. Variables are going to be allowed modifications at random. So try to give some value. Laptop equals to 1, 2, 3. After that, when some situation came, I wanted to change. Laptop equals to 789 model of laptop or something. Now this line of code is going to be support variable. Now when we're doing this one, internally it's going to be storing the value as initially 1, 2, 3. But when I modified as a 789, when you're doing this one other variable, first internally 1, 2, 3 is going to be stored. But later on I modified that overwriting with 789 allows modification. Based on the requirement, you can modify the value. Then you take it as a variable. Apart from variable, it is also supports constants. Apart from variables, it also supports constants. It's what you observe. It's saying as a instance variable, static variable, constant. What is a constant? I wanted to answer. Right, observe. Right, observe. This is said to be variable you said. But apart from variable, I wanted to write some constant. Constant is a fixed value. Constant is a fixed value which does not permit modification. You cannot modify. Suppose the writing look like this one. Int x is equals to 90 as a variable. X plus plus is allowed. Modifications are supported. Now that is what is a variable. Now I am writing final int x is equals to 90. Try to modify x plus plus. Try to modify with x plus plus. This is a valid one. This is an invalid. Why? Because it's a constant. Constant is a fixed value which is never changed. It is a variable, allows modification. Constant does not allow. So how to declare the constant? Java supported which type of constant? Java supports, there are 4 types of constants. Java supports 4 types of constants. What are the types of constants? Integer constants, floating point constants. Integer constants are there, floating point constants are there, character constants are there, as well as string type of constants. Integer, floating points, character constants, string constants. If you wanted to declare integer as a decimal type is allowed, as a octal type is allowed, as a hexadecimal decimal base 10-bit presentation, octal base 8-bit presentation, hexadecimal base 16-bit presentation. Integer constant. Java constants are 4 types. Integer, you can present it as a decimal, as a octal, as a hexadecimal. Floating point constants, float type specification. Similarly, we wanted to give character constants. Character constants must be presented in single quotation marks. Character constants must be presented in single quotation marks as well as ASCII format also. Try to see one small code I am trying to write. One small code I am trying to write. What is a integer constant? How to declare the character constant? Char ch is equals to a is allowed. Other ones, very small code I am trying to writing and execute. Removing all this part. Wanted to write char. Char is a data type. Ch is a constant value I want to present in single quotation here. Single quotation here. Character constants must be presented by using single quotation marks. As well as this is going to be supported. printing that one. System dot output statement. System dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. Whatever I declare, just printing. Try to observe. Compiling this code and executing. Declaration of constant and printing of that constant. Java C test.java. Compile that program. After compiling, try to executing that program. Once A is a output is going to be generated. Capital A I declare just the printing. If you wanted to declare the character constant by using single quotation marks. Similarly, one more type of declaration also I am making. Char ch is equals to 65. I am going to char ch1. Already ch is there. I wanted to declare it as a ch1 and try to printing of that one. Try to printing of that one ch1. Try to observe. Similarly, I am trying to declaring one more also. Try to declaring one more also. One more also I wanted. Once first I will declare all the things, then I will print it. ch1 is there. ch2 is also there. Declaring n number of constants. Try to declaring which is going to be rising, which is may not rising the error we wanted to concentrate. Single quotation marks I declare. Without single quotation, I declare the 65. With a single quotation, I am trying to declaring the 65. Single quotation, I am trying to declaring the 65. Similarly, with single quotation, I am trying to declaring the either 6 or 5. Observe here, I done the 4 types of declaration. Concentrate which is valid, which is invalid, which is rising the error, which is may not rising the error. Try to see. Execute this program. Compile this code. Compile this code. Java C test.java. Once line number 7 rising the error. Line number 7 rising the error. Similarly, line number 7 is only presently getting the error with line number 7 only. Except this line of code, everything is valid. This is a valid one. This is also valid one, but this is an invalid one. This is a valid. So if you wanted to present, sir, how it is 65 is valid, sir? You not presented them by using single quotation, but without a single quotation supported, sir. With a single quotation, why it is not supported? Because you observe once, character constants presented by using single quotation marks. Using single quotation A is allowed, single quotation 6 is allowed. But sir, why it is not allowing single quotation 65? Why it is not allowing single quotation 65? 65 is a one character or multiple characters? 2 characters are there. 6 is a character, 5 is a character. Character, don't think it is the alphabets only. Character, any key in the keyboard is said to be character. Don't think character means A, B, C, D is only. You don't think special characters we are going to say. Entire keys which are presented under my keyboard is said to be characters. Here 2 characters you try to present not supported. Single character you try to present supported. Single character is going to be supported. So that's why 65 is in single quotation not supporting. Sir, without a single quotation is supporting, sir. How it is possible? So that is said to be ASCII format. You see in this diagram. Integer type specification, decimal, octal, hexadecimal. So floating point, float type, double type, exponential format. Sometimes we may write e power something values you wanted to present, that is also allowed. Next, character constants. You wanted to present the character constants by using single quotation marks are going to be allowed, as well as ASCII. So what is this ASCII? ASCII. ASCII stands for Standard Code for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. American Standard Code for Information Interchange is a numerical value. Is a numerical value to each and every key in the keyboard. Every key. Suppose you taking, observe this one. I am taking the 65. What is the output is going to be rising for 65? 65 I am trying to take it. What is the output is going to be rising? Compile this one. Try to re-execute. What is the output we getting for this one? 65. When I'm taken as a 65, while I'm printing the 65, getting the A as a capital A. Sir, I wanted to take 69 or any other number. Any other number you wanted to take. Suppose I'm taking 165. 65 when you taken, you getting the output as a capital A. 165 I'm going to taking. See once. What is the value we getting? The symbol is going to be. See the symbol when I'm taking printing this one. This type of symbol is going to be. Why? Because every key in the keyboard, whatever the keys are there, capital A ASCII value is 65. Capital B ASCII value is 66. Like every key in the keyboard, there is a one value is there, assigned one number. That number is called as the ASCII. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Numerical value which is presented. Numerical value allocated to each and every key in the keyboard. Its range is 0 to 250. Up to 255, some number is there that's going to be rising some output. So in further, I will going to write some coding. In that coding, I will show you how to get the range of ASCII table. ASCII table range retrieval also it's possible. How to get that one? Small code I am trying to writing for that one. Right? Just you know very well about range. In further, I will explain about loops. Then I will can conclude. I is equals to 0. I less than 255. Less than or equals to 255. So entire table I wanted to show you. I plus plus. Total table only, not only one element, entire table. This is out of system dot out dot output sheet out dot print ln. In further, I will going to discuss about one casting technique, type casting technique I wanted to discuss. Here I am applying the type casting technique. Right. So what is the range? Entire table display I wanted to do. Before that one I wanted to print I, which number, plus this is for decoration purpose only. This is for decoration purpose only. I value I wanted to print, as well as conversion value I wanted. Very small code I am going to show you. Entire range of ASCII table. Entire range of ASCII table. One more closing brace is recommended. This is belongs to which one? So closing brace. Try to re-execute. See once. Total table value is going to be getting. Which number belongs to which one? Observe 65. You observe 65 value is capital. 66 like 0 to 255. Every character presented one number. That number is called as a ASCII number. Further, when we discussing about type casting, I will explain about this line of code. Just I show you what output. What is the range of ASCII number I want to present. Similarly, apart from that one, we wanted to concentrate on string type. Integer types of constants are supported. Floating point types of constants are supported. Character type of constants are supported. String type of constants. String, suppose employee name. Suppose my name I wanted to present. This one I am going to take. Double quotation marks. Double quotation marks you have to declare. As well as null type. You wanted to make it as a blank type. In that case, you wanted to present it as a. This is said to be constants. While you writing the programming, you have to use which one we have to use? This part. Entire this part is called as a data part. Apart from data part, we use methods. What is the method? How to write the method we wanted to answer. If you wanted to write the method in programming, what is recommended? Class. The main is also one method. What is the purpose of main method? Main method is used to start the programming purpose. If you wanted to start the programming, main method is recommended. Similarly, I wanted to write one small code. Class demo. Class demo is a class wide display method. If you wanted to write the method, inside the method I can write my logic. Inside the method I can write the logic. Out system dot out dot println system dot out dot println. I wanted to take this one. Welcome to methods. Very small information. Welcome to methods are done by someone, whatever the logic you wanted to write. This is a method. This is a program. This is a total program. This is an entire program. In this program, this is a one part. This is a one part. Method is a subprogram or part of the program. So what is the advantage? If somebody called this method, this part of logic is executed. Somebody called this method, this part of logic is going to be executed. How to declare the methods? If you wanted to declare the methods with Java, what is recommended to use? What is recommended to use? What is the basic things we require to write the methods? Try to write the methods in Java. You wanted to write the methods in Java. What is recommended? Three important factors are required to write the method. One is method header. One is method header. Second one is method body. Method header is recommended. Method body is recommended. Third one is return statement. Discuss about the methods in depth. Just to overview, if you wanted to write the methods, three factors is required. One is method header. Second one is method body. Third one is return statement. Suppose I am trying to writing one method, public final. I am taking it as a public final int sum. Public final int sum, int x comma int y. Int x comma int y. What is this one? Right, I will explain entire thing. Int z, one more variable, is equals to x plus y, calculating that. X plus y, calculating the sum of two numbers. Suppose you wanted to calculate the sum of two numbers, one small code I am writing, not big logic, very small code. Int z is equals to x plus y. If you wanted to print that output statement, system dot, system is a one built-in class. Out is a output field. Println is a method. Out is a output field. Println method. For my understandability, sum is equals to or sum colon double quotation close plus. Plus is set to be string concatenation. Whatever you're writing in double quotation, as it is printed. But I wanted to print this z value. That's why plus is used for separation. While you're working with C language, uses x comma y comma z. You wanted to use with Java x plus y plus z. Observe here once, two times I'm using the plus symbol. Two times I'm using the plus symbol. Here this plus symbol is said to be arithmetic operator. Which type of operator? Arithmetic operator. Here this plus string plus symbol is said to be inside the output statement. Without output statement, that is considered as a arithmetic operator. Inside the output statement, that is called as String concatenation. This is treating as a one string. This is treating as another string. String concatenation, combining the strings purpose we are going to use it. So above the plus symbol is called as arithmetic, which is perform the addition of numbers. Inside the statement, that is called as a string concatenation operator. Combining the strings purpose, we are going to using that one. Here also one more thing is also mandatory here. This part is said to be this line of code is said to be, suppose once again. This line I wanted to print that Z, this part. Up to this part is said to be method body. First line of code is said to be method header. Second line of code is said to be method body. Apart from method body, one more important factor is also required in this case. Return statement. Return of Z. Return of Z. It's called as a return statement. So while we working with methods, what is recommended? While we working with methods, recommended to use method header. It's total part. Recommended to use method body. Body is a group of statements, one or more statements, which is performing some action. Return statement. Three factors we require to write with method: header part, body part, return statement. In this case, return statement is when mandatory. Sometimes we won't write this one, sir. Sometimes we write. This is said to be access modifier. Public is said to be access modifier. Non-access modifier, return type, method name with parameter list. If you wanted to declare the methods, first line of code recommended to write access syntax. If you wanted to declare the methods, syntax for the method is access modifier. Access modifier. Non-access modifier. Access modifier. Non-access modifier. Next, return type. Return type. What we have to mention here? Method name. Method name and parameter list. Return type, method name with parameter list. If you wanted to declare methods, first line recommended to take look like this one. This total line of information is said to be method header. In this one, which is optional, which is mandatory. These two things are optional. These three things are optional. Based on your requirement, you can write. But these two things are mandatory. Return type and method name is mandatory. If you wanted to declare compulsory, this is. The remaining things are, if you based on your security point of view or other things other factors point of view, you have to declare access modifier and non-access modifier. Next, here we have to write not only one statement, group of statements, several lines of information you can write. Several lines of information you can write. This part is said to be method body. Apart from method body, return statement. When return statement is mandatory, when return statement is optional. Suppose try to observe once. Trying to writing one method name. Void M1 method. So taking the void type, no need to write any return statement. No need to write any return statement. But if you're taking int M1, return type as a integer type or float type, what is mandatory? Return statement is mandatory. So taking the type as a void type, no need to mention this return statement. So taking the integer type of any type of data type you're taking, it is mandatory to present the return statement. So this is the basic things we require to write the program. We wanted to write the programming with Java. First line, description. So overview, whatever we concluded. This is our first application. This is our first application. Similarly, second line, user defined package. User defined packages. Com dot, what is this com? Generally commercial. Com dot, recommended to give which company you are going to creating for that package. Generally whatever the package is created by Java people, that is open source. No need to no need to write code by you, you can utilize. But whatever the code you working for real time, that is a commercial. Whatever you developing, that is a commercial. That's why I'm mentioning as a com. Without commercial, education based you wanted to give, no need to mention com. Com dot, you have to mention here with commercial one, company name as well as client name, which client purpose you are going to developing. Bank of America purpose I'm going to developing. Credit card application purpose I'm going to developing. There is some rules and regulations you have to follow for that package names also. While you started your working in your project documentation, everything is clearly mentioned by your architecture. Your architect is giving the clear documentation to you. You must follow. You don't give the package names like Pavan, Sandeep, look like this one. As education mode, no problem. As a real time where you're working, you have to follow that. First line description, second line recommended to write the packages, user defined. Then built-in you wanted to use import java dot lang dot star or io dot star. This is called as a built-in package accessible. If you required only. This line is based on your requirement you are going to write. Next we have to write the class name. Inside the class employee, every employee class having some int id, int eid, employee id. So similarly string name, salary, experience, look like this one. This is called as a variables. Variables are allowed modifications. You declare it as a final. You declare it as a final, that is treated as a constant. Int something. This is called as a constant. Constant does not allows modifications. Variables are allowed modifications. Constant does not allows modifications. Next, it is also support methods. I discussed how to declare the methods. Wanted to work with methods. Access modifier, non-access modifier, return type, method name with parameter list. This is the things we require to write the basic program. Now onwards, I plan to start the programming. Any issues are there, try to speak out. Any issues? Sandeep or Anand? Right. Anand, any problem? Anand, are you getting any issue?
No.
Anand,
No,
are you available?
no, Sai. Hello.
Try to continue the remaining thing. Yeah. Observe once. Now onwards, I plan to start the programming. Just a very simple code I am trying to write. So overview of programming, if you what is the things we require. I wanted to start the programming with the help of IDE based development. I plan to start. In real time, we use IDE. So here I install IDE once again also. Here I install Eclipse IDE is there. My Eclipse is there. NetBeans is there. IntelliJ IDE is also there. I plan to start discussion with Eclipse IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. Is a tool. If you wanted to write the code, what you have to do? You have to write the entire thing. But how it is going to be come to existence with development point of view, try to observe. Here I install Eclipse IDE. Try to opening that Eclipse IDE. Running this Eclipse IDE. Opening this IDE, bit late processing. When I double click on that installed IDE, double click on that IDE, it is asking the workspace where you wanted to save your project. So by default, I am planning to save with C drive, users laptop. C drive, users. You can change the location also. Otherwise, do one thing. I will creating one folder. I'm creating one folder with D drive. In the D drive, I wanted to store core Java IDE. Any name you can create it. Core Java IDE is a folder. In this folder, till now, no files are there. Whatever the development we doing, I wanted to store with this location. Go to this, double click it, asking you workspace where you wanted to save. Browse it. You have to select the location. I plan to save this one with which drive? I wanted to select with my computer, D drive. D drive. In this D drive, I wanted to store under core Java IDE. You select it. Okay. Whatever the development you're doing, everything is going to be stored with this location. Click on launch. Observe with your folder. Till now, no files are there. When you doing the process, how the files are come to existence. Once it's going to be launched, going to be launching processing. Bit slow, it's processing. There is an issue, something it's not responding. Wait for a couple of minutes.
Sai, can you show how to download Eclipse from Google?
Restart this one better. Right. Double click on the Eclipse IDE. Started, it's asking the location. I already selected that one. Click on launch. It's going to be loads its files. Previously, till now, there is no files are there with our folder. Automatically built in some files are going to be come to existence. After loading that one, first what is the procedure? It's going to be loaded. Going to be application. You may find here with Project Explorer. You may find here project. Under Project Explorer, you must first create your project. After loading that one, you must create your project. To create the project, what is the procedure? Go to File, select New. Once go to File, select New. Now we're planning to start the Java application. That's why we select it as a Java project. One small problem, nothing big problem. I am taking it as a J2EE as prospects, but we are working with core Java. Change it as a J2 Java prospect. Easy to develop, that's all. The J2EE also you can develop it. Observe once. Now you go to File and select a new Java project. J2EE IDE, that is the thing. If you install J2 Java IDE, directly that will be coming. Once. Go to File, New Java project you select. First procedure. Start the programming. First you have to create the project. Under this project creation, you have to mention some project name. Just I'm giving the project name is our development is a project. So you have to select which environment base we wanted to execute. Click on give the project name, finish. Observe with your folder. Till now, no files are there. Automatically, our development. There you find SRC folder, source folder, bin folder. Till now, nothing files are there. When you creating the Java program, that is come to existence here. When you creating the execution time dot class file automatically stored with bin directory. Created our project, our development. After creating the project, go to SRC. Right click on this SRC. Select new package creation. So go to your project. Our development is a project. SRC is a source development. Right click on that SRC. Right click on this SRC. Right click on this SRC. Then some buffering is happening. Select new. First time only you create the package. No need to create every time. First time only you create the package. Under that package, give some package. Right click on SRC. Create the package. Package name is our development is a project. Package name is my application. My application development. Any name you can give it. Click on finish. Automatically observe with the folder. Automatically under SRC you find my application development. Now after that one, you have to create your own class. New class. New class. So I have to mention the class name. That's all. New class. Class name you have to mention. Automatically. So what is the package name you wanted to create? Automatically packages come to existence. Suppose class name I'm taking as a small class test. If you require main method, select it. Click on finish. Click on finish. Automatically one test class is going to be created. Previously, if you're working with Notepad, you have to write the class name, class test. There you have to mention the main method, public, static, void main, string of args. Observe once. Automatically, test.java class is come to existence. In this test.java class, package is going to be created automatically. And main method is also selected automatically. Main method is also come to existence. When you click on that one, automatically coming. Double click over here, get the full screen mode. Wanted to get the font, increases the font. Wanted to increase the font, Control Shift plus plus. Control key plus Shift key plus button. Plus button you have to press it. Observe, automatically package created. Class test, public, static, void main, string of args. Here I don't wanted any import statement, that's why I'm not using. If you wanted to give description, provide the description. This is our first application. This is our first application. Package name, public static void main. So here I wanted to mention this one. Inside this one, you have to write the code. Here I try to declare int variable int x is equals to 90, some value. Declaration of variable and initializing its value also. If you wanted to declare the x, suppose I try to modify x plus plus, allowed modification. There is no error in the program, but you make it as a constant. Final x is equals to 90. Try to write this line of code, not support. It is a variable, allows modification. If it is a constant, does not allows modifications. So similarly, inside the code, we have to write lot of lines of code. Just one small statement. System.out.println. System.out.println. Output statement I wanted to present. Inside the output statement, I wanted to write the just welcome as a output. Small code I wanted to write. This out. System.out. The issue. I will rectify it today. I will reinstall this IDE. Try to observe once. Just one statement I wanted to write. System.out.println. Okay. Very small. Save this program. Observe this one automatically. I'm created one folder for you for Java IDE. I created my project name, our development under SRC. This is my package name, test class. This is a code you written for test class. Automatically you find this code. Now I'm running this application. Once no need to do much thing. Previously, if you wanted to run compilation and running, just you click on this button. Output screen is appearing for you. When you click on this button, run test.java, automatically in output screen, it may visible your application, just output as a nothing I written, big logic, okay is the output. Similarly, you wanted to continue the programming. Till now, I given the basic things to write the programming, description, package, class creation, inside the class main method. So apart from main method, other methods also we can access. How to do that process one by one, I will discuss tomorrow onwards. Just a basic overview I discussed with you.
This conference will
Try to
now be
speak out now any
recorded.
issues, Anand or Sandeep.
Yeah, okay.
Try to speak out, either Anand or Sandeep. Today I closed up to this one. Our session, small thing is done. Basic programming structure. Tomorrow onwards, our full-fledged programming is going to be started.
Can we install directly from Google Eclipse?